Hey. First things first. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Um, I had some things on my mind that I've been thinking about lately, and I decided to share them with y'all. And there's some folks that's going to say, I'm going to get some phone calls. Dude, what are you doing there for? You're drawing attention. Look, that's just me. I'm an attention drawer. I'm a current, I like to face controversy right head on in the mouth. So that's just me, and I speak soon. So anyway, I want to talk about the internet for a minute, and a lot of perceived and non-perceived notions. I also want to talk about a very touchy subject that folks just don't seem to want to acknowledge. So that subject is racism. Racism on the internet. Bigotry, because there is a difference. There's a huge difference. And there are a lot of terms that are being used now that are a, I'm going to say it can be a detriment, and it also is a smoke and mirror tactic. And I'm going to touch on one in particular: race baiting. Race baiting, and this is my opinion, my strong opinion. Race baiting is a word used by created by internet bigots who get very upset, very upset when you confront them with the truth, with facts. When you confront their bigotry head on and challenge them as men and women to support their bigotry with actual facts of why they feel a certain way towards another race, color, or creed. They can never do that, and that angers them. Because once you take that power away from the bigot, once you take this power away, which is there's not very much, that's why they're bigots, because they're not very bright. So once you challenge their mediocre attempts at bigotry, that infuriates them. It also intimidates them. So they came up with this fake and phony race baiting. Oh, you're race baiting. No, I'm asking you specific questions. And as an adult, as a man, and I was hoping that you could return, return the gesture, but I guess not. So you hide behind race baiting. And what did they say? Race baiting is, oh, what you're doing is trying to bait me into having a racial discussion. No, motherfucker, I'm coming right at you and asking you, how do you feel about this certain subject that you have spoken on? I'm not dancing around it. I'm asking you directly. Directly. Can't get no more direct than that. I was referred to as a ghetto DJ, a bullshit ghetto DJ recently, quite recently. And of course, the person that did it was a non-person of color, of course. Last name being Kowalski. I'm not trying to get into yes I am. Yes I am. I'm just being honest. Yeah. Last name being Kowalski, and those skis don't too much care for us folks. So, uh, yeah. And accused me of being a ghetto. What did he call it? What did he call me? A ghetto I think it was something like a ghetto. Um, oh yeah, I'm a ghetto trash garbage DJ that only plays out in the park for free, and I bring all my equipment out to random fields just to, you know, stupid stuff. You know, I don't have any gigs. I'm uneducated. I'm a high school dropout. Um, you know, all of that good stuff. So I asked him to explain the term ghetto. I mean, what do you mean by that? What are you saying? What makes me ghetto? Because I play in parks for free? A whole lot of DJs have been doing that for decades. It's part of the culture, but um, I guess they only have parks in impoverished neighborhoods, I guess. Because I see them in my neighborhood, and I don't live in the ghetto. I don't reside in the ghetto. So, wasn't raised there either, so I don't get the correlation. Definitely not uneducated. College educated, so is my wife. So I don't get these claims that you're making. I mean, and even if someone does reside in the ghetto, in the so-called ghetto, or I'll say in a impoverished neighborhood, maybe they may live there for whatever reason, and I don't think they have to give a reason. Maybe that's where they choose to live. People live where they want to. This is America, supposedly. So, because they reside there, that makes them ghetto. I mean, what is ghetto? What explain ghetto? Because I'll tell you what it really means. It's usually a term that a person of non-color uses referring to a person of color, trying to discredit them by saying that they're ghetto or how can I put this? Maybe not as polished as them, you know, as if these attitudes don't happen in the suburban areas, but like drugs and crime and stuff don't happen in the suburban area, especially these days with opioid situation. Yeah. But anyway, it's funny. Anyway, back to this internet thing. You know, it seems like the internet, and I'm giving my opinion now, so it just seems like the internet has made so many people, in my opinion, overly opinionated. Everybody's got an opinion about something. And there's no respect level at all. I mean, people just come right out the cut and be like, well, fuck you, you fucking moron. Yo, would you walk up to somebody out in the street that you don't know and just say, fuck you, I don't agree with you, take that fucking shirt off. Bow. Really? Dude, you'd be in a hospital within, like, come on. You'll be on a stretcher in about 10 minutes. No, so why get on the internet? And I don't get that. Where do they come up? You're screaming at me because you're typing in caps. The fuck? So you can hear me through the phone now? What the fuck? What are you doing? Hey, maybe I got too much of this. If y'all remember, I had that shit down the head. My wife was busy. So, notice I ain't cutting that shit no more. I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. Anyway, I don't, there's so many things. I do get the new generation, the new Generation X and all that. I get it, but then again, I guess I don't get it because I was born in the 60s, so I'm from the Rock'em Sock'em Robot era, so maybe I kind of don't get it, but hey, what can I say? I know what I see, though. I know what I see and I know what I read. I'm quite the comprehension. And I have quite the comprehension skills, great comprehension skills. So I read quite well. So I read in between. I'm reading and I'm like, this dude's a fucking bigot. You can always tell. Yo, if you were to put up a just a truth post, and I'll give you a prime example, like when it comes to DJing, I'm in a controversial DJ group, because that's me. You know, I like to go in controversial head on. You know, people say, oh, you do it for attention. Duh. Ain't that why we all post on social media, for attention? The bullshit. Get a life. You're always on social media. It's called a mobile phone, where everybody's on there. You know, wherever you're at, you know, you can be in this Ferris wheel. You know, what the fuck? Whatever, man. You know, people make up all these excuses and internet standards to try to, I guess, either circumvent the truth or make themselves feel like, you know, it's official, you know. Whatever. You know, but I'm in this controversial DJ group, y'all. And it's kind of, I'm not going to say the names because I'm not going to put them out there. But, you know, a bunch of internet trolls on there. And, the funny thing that the funny things that they say, which can be misconstrued, and the funny thing is that it is a lot of the comments that I put up that they consider to be controversial, which are not controversial. They're really not. They're just truthful. But truth is controversy. So my grandmama used to always say, my mama used to say too, two things that folks hate the most: the truth and the mirror. Ooh, burn a hole right in your chest every time. But yeah, they got me all kinds of racist, misogynist. First of all, look up the word racist. What is a racist? A racist is someone who has the power to deny someone because of their race, color, creed, whether it be financial, educational, job, whatever. If you can deny someone, if you can hold someone back because of their race, color, creed, then yes, you are a racist. Usually people that have a lots amount of money, the one percenters, that's usually them. We just some bigots. We're all prejudiced because it's human to prejudge. So, having said that, how can I be a racist? I am one check away from a ski mask. I'm broke as fuck. Come on, y'all. I ain't no millionaire. I am nowhere near being a millionaire. So I ain't rich, so I'm broke. Ain't no more middle class. Either you're rich or you're poor. One or the other. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I would put up so-called controversial comments. And one of them had to do with race, and this was recently. And if you were to look at all of the names, the last names, on some of the very, very disrespectful, just derogatory comments towards me, if you were to look at a lot of the last names, 75% of them were names of people who are of non-color. The ones that were offended the most, how dare he bring up race? You're race baiting. Hate this. Nobody's race baiting, it's the truth. Or it might be low self-esteem tapping on the shoulder. Hello? Nobody's race baiting, dude. Because all you had to do was scroll past. So, you know, that was low self-esteem baiting. Wasn't no damn race baiting. But you know, they get so upset by the, oh, how dare you use the race card? Yup. Yo, I walk around every second of my life with the race card around my neck. Because I have to. Because of bigots like y'all, I have to wear it at all times. It's given to us at birth. No, it doesn't work with you rebel flag carrier worshippers. I'm gonna just put it that way. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They usually wear MAGA hats. Make America great again. When the fuck was it great? Did I miss something? Did we miss? When the fuck was it great? Oh, when Bush was in office? Because, everything's Obama's fault. He fucked the country up. Any worse than putting the banking industry, the oil industry, and the real estate industry all tanked at the same time under Baby Bush. But, yeah, whatever. We're not going to go there. That's getting too deep. That's getting so deep. Like I said, everybody has an opinion, and that's, I have my opinions about things. That's all. And this is just my opinion. Oh, why am I doing a video like this? Oh, because I've actually been banned. Not banned. Ooh. I was going to tell a lie. I have not been banned. I'm in Facebook jail, but I'm not banned. So, YouTube is a little bit less egregious. So, what can I say? And I haven't. I guess that's why y'all haven't seen me for a while. But anyway, listen, rap. Coming soon. Y'all know me. I'm still doing the It's Relative. I just had to scope that back because they were complaining about that. It seemed like every time I tell the truth about. Maybe that's my problem. But like I always say, my mom used to always say, do you want a harsh reality or a soft lie? I'll take harsh reality for 100 out of there, Alex. A soft lie ain't going to prepare you for nothing but failure. A false sense of security, which is wrong with a lot of these entitled, I'm going to just say entitled folks. I'm just going to leave it at that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But I got to be careful with the way I say stuff. But you know what I'm talking about. Entitled. Who's entitled? They usually wear MAGA hats. Make America great again, huh? Or make it a Jim Crow again. I said too much. I said too much. I know I said too much. Well, what can I say? I'm just an average Joe. Am I going to post this video in all kind of groups and on Facebook? Probably. Depending on the group. If it's straight DJing, nah, I'm not going to do that. If it's some political, yeah, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. Because this is 2019. For once, because back in the Jim Crow, speaking of Jim Crow, back in the Jim Crow days, but definitely in the slavery days, it was property, so there was no such thing as racism because I owned you, so how can I be racist if I fucking own you? So, in the Jim Crow days, that's just the way it is. It was the law still, so same shit, different guy. This is 2019. Can we finally freaking admit to ourselves that racism does exist, that the government can be racist than a motherfucker? That Facebook has a lot of racist, bigoted undertones. Okay?